What's on YouTube? It's PTT back at it with another Destiny 2 video. Today, guys, I am bringing you a video basically talking about exotics, right? Now, this is purely speculation straight off the outbat, but there has been a lot of speculation, especially with the new PvP competitive multiplayer trailer, which I will link in the description down below, that there will be a possibility of Destiny 1 exotics coming at a point in Destiny 2, and that kind of got my brain thinking, right? Okay, Destiny 1 exotics coming in Destiny 2. If that was to happen, okay, let's just say that, you know, people's speculation and the rumours and things that are circulating about prestigious gear and stuff like that is true, and eventually we will be able to acquire some of the Destiny 1 exotics in Destiny 2. What weapons could we actually get in Destiny 2? Now, I'm going to do this as a weapon video. I will do another video later in the week talking about armor when I've had a bit more time to actually sit there and go through the whole thing. But yeah, that's what this video is going to be about, guys. I would, of course, would love to know your thoughts in the comments section down below. But without further ado, let's just jump straight into it. So currently, the way I'm going to do this video is I'm not going to include any exotics that came with Age of Triumph. Okay, the reason for that is they are basically exotic weapons that aren't really exotic weapons, if you get my drift. Like, they came with Age of Triumph, they were originally legendaries, they brought them back so that we could have primaries with elemental burns for Age of Triumph. They really don't count as far as I'm concerned because they come from year 1 raids, and we're never going to be able to get them again in Destiny 2. What does that leave? That leaves an awful lot of weapons. It leaves the Patience and Time, No Land Beyond, the Icebreaker, Drek's Promise, Universal Remote, the Fourth Horseman, Lord of Wolves, Invective, Mida, Truth, Gjallarhorn, Dragon's Breath, Red Death, Bad Juju, Thunderlord, Super Good Advice, Thorn, Last Word, Hawkmoon, Vex Mythoclast, Queenbreaker's Bow, Pocket Infinity, Plan C, Suros Regime, Monte Carlo, Hardlight, Necrochasm, Black Spindle, The Chaperone, Touch of Malice, No Time to Explain, The First Curse, The Sleeper Simulant, The Razelighter, Dark Drinker and Boltcaster, The Zen Meteor, The Hereafter, The Trespasser, Talaluk, Jade Rabbit, Outbreak Prime, Nova Mortis, Abaddon, Nemesis Star, Ace of Spades, Telesto, Zalo Supercell, Kvistov, and Fabian Strategy. Now, they are the exotics that are possible to get in-game in Destiny 1. If we now take out the weapons that I think definitely will not come back, and the reasons why I don't think they will come back for Destiny 2, okay, and that leaves us, well, not a lot, but we will get on to that in a minute. So I'm going to take out the Drek's Promise because that was a House of Wolves DLC weapon. I'm going to take out the Universal Remote because it was just a problematic weapon, and it also puts a shotgun in the primary slot, and with the way they're changing up the weapon slots in Destiny 2, I don't think that would be viable. The Fourth Horseman was an exclusive. The Lord of Wolves was a DLC weapon. The Gjallarhorn would just be far too problematic to bring back. The Thunderlord, well, there's no heavy machine guns. The same can be said for the Super Good Advice. The Hawkmoon was an exclusive. The Vex Mythoclast came out of the Vault of Glass, which is obviously a Destiny 1 raid. Queenbreaker's Bow was a DLC weapon. The Necrochasm came out of Crota, so that was a Destiny 1 raid. The Black Spindle was a Destiny 1 special to replace the Black Hammer, so I don't think that would come back. Touch of Malice came out of King's Fall, so that was a Destiny 1 raid. No Time to Explain was kind of one of the secret story missions, so I don't think that would come back because there's no way of us going back to the Vault of Glass for Destiny 2. Again, guys, this is just speculation, so bear with me. The Sleeper Simulant, okay, I'm going to take that out for now, but I do see there being a possibility for that to come back with one of the DLCs. Okay, we know one of them is going to focus around Rasputin, so it would be pretty cool if the Sleeper Simulant did come back later down the line with that, but for now we'll take it out. The Zen Meteor was an exclusive, the Jade Rabbit was an exclusive, the Outbreak Prime came from Wrath of the Machine, so that's a Destiny 1 raid. The Nova Mortis, the Nemesis Star, the Abandon, they were heavy machine guns, so they won't come back because we know heavy machine guns aren't going to be a thing in Destiny 2, and the Monte Carlo was an exclusive. So we're going to take all of those weapons out of the list, right? What does that leave us with? It leaves us with things like the Patience and Time, the No Land Beyond, the Icebreaker, the Invective, the Mida, the Truth, the Dragon's Breath, the Red Death, the Bad Juju, the Thorn, the Last Word, the Pocket Infinity, the Plan C, Suros Regime, Hardlight, Chaperone, First Curse, Razelighter, Dark Drinker, Boltcaster, Hereafter, Trespasser, Talaluk, Ace of Spades, Telesto, Zalo Supercell, Kvistov, and Fabian Strategy. So, If we take out all the weapons that I think 100% would not be able to come back in Destiny 2, that is what we are left with. We could go a little bit further and take out a few more weapons as well. We could take out the Icebreaker because it is problematic. We could take out the Raise Lighter, the Bolt Caster and the Dark Drinker because these were Destiny 1 quests. Obviously we had to go onto the Dreadnought and do a mission to get these, so I don't think they would come back unless of course we can go onto the Dreadnought, but I'm assuming we won't be able to. Next, I'm going to take out the No Land Beyond because of the new weapon system. Okay, it would basically give you a sniper rifle in your primary slot, and again, they've changed up the weapon system so that, you know, snipers and things are power weapons, so I can't see that being a viable option. The Chaperone, the Thorn, the Pocket Infinity, and the First Curse were all Destiny 1 quest weapons. So, we take all of them out of the kind of possible returns as well. That leaves us with the Kavustov, the Invective, the Talaluk, the Bad Juju, the Plan C, Hardlight, Zala Supercell, Fabian Strategy, Telesto, Dragon's Breath, Patience and Time, Red Death, Truth, Hereafter, Suros, Mida, Ace of Spades and the Last Word. These are all exotic weapons that could, in my opinion, and the way I've been thinking about this, come back for Destiny 2 if everything is to be believed and Destiny 1 weapons do return eventually in Destiny 2. Now, the three class-specific weapons, the Talaluk, the Fabian Strategy, the Ace of Spades, they would be very good weapons, I think, to bring back, okay? Obviously, we're going to have some form of gunsmith in Destiny 2, even if it's not the same gunsmith. You know, I do assume that there is going to be one, so having these quests tied in would be pretty cool. How you guys would feel about getting these three weapons back as class specific, I don't know. Let me know in the comment section down below. The Kavustov obviously was a weapon we started off with in Destiny 1. It came back with Rise of Iron to be an exotic because, you know, they just wanted to do it for nostalgia's sake. How cool would it be to get that back? Again, the Bad Juju, I think, you know, it was one of them weapons that you could randomly get from Nightfalls. Bought it from Zoo and things like that, never really had too much tied behind it, so again there's a possibility for that coming back. I think the Bad Juju would be a very good, you know, induction and kind of included weapon for Destiny 2. It was a very nice weapon for Destiny 1. The Plan C, I was never a fusion rifle fan, so, you know, I never used it too much, but it would be pretty cool to see it come back. I know it would come back in a power ammo state, but it could be pretty good. Again, guys, let me know what you think about all this in the comment section down below. The Hardlight, okay, again, a weapon dropped randomly. It wasn't acquired by Questline, so there's a possibility for that to come back. We know there's some pretty sick Omolon weapons that are kicking around in trailers and things like that, so we know Omolon are coming back as a foundry, so the Hardlight would be pretty cool. I was always a bit of a fan of the Hardlight, actually. PvP and PvE, I really liked it. It was a really nice weapon. The Zala Supercell potentially could come back, but we also have an SMG that is very similar. That is the Risk Runner, so I'm not entirely sure. We've spoken about the Fabian Strategy. The Telesto was, again, a very nice weapon. It would be cool to have something like that come back in the heavy weapon slot or the power weapon slot. You know, you get Orbs of Light as well from the heavy kills. Not only then does power ammo become, you know, useful because it's power ammo, but it also benefits the team with the Orbs of Light. Dragon's Breath to me was kind of a very poor exotic anyway, so I wouldn't be too sad if it never came back. The Patience and Time was a weapon I loved using with my Invis Hunter through year 1 of Destiny. Very good, although it was lower impact, it was a nice sniper with some nice talents. The Red Death, okay, this is a weapon I absolutely loved year 1. My Hunter went nowhere without the Red Death because I am a Titan main, okay? I could not survive anything in PvE without my Red Death. The Truth, I could see that coming back. Again, a very good weapon. The Hereafter, I'm not entirely sure. It was something that I bought. I used it once or twice. It went in my vault. I didn't like it. Suros Regime, very good. Auto rifle fits the new weapon system, so it'd be pretty cool to see that back. The Mida Multi-Tool is kind of a fan favourite, so I would definitely see them bringing that back. And the Last Word, well, the Last Word is the Last Word. I really don't think it needs any explanation, but it would be pretty cool if that came back as well. So yeah, guys, like I said, this was all speculation. This is all me just thinking and doing a video on it. Like I said, a lot of YouTubers, some big YouTubers, the likes of DPJ, actually spoke about the return of Destiny 1 exotics in Destiny 2. I will link those videos in the description down below, so I will link like DPJ's video on the topic and a couple of others. I think Houndish and Messer Sean did one as well, so I will link all of those videos in the description down below. But guys, right, if Destiny 1 exotics were to come back for Destiny 2, what do you think? Like, that was my list, okay? That was my reasoning behind taking so many of them out, and my reasoning for, you know, the ones that were left possibly coming back. What do you think? Like, I genuinely would love to know people's thoughts, not only on the topic of Destiny 1 exotics coming back for Destiny 2, you know, that's something I could get behind, but at the same point I also hope it doesn't happen, because I want Destiny 2 to be new. I want new exotics to chase after, not old ones, but I can understand them wanting to bring some of them back. So yeah, tell me your thoughts on the return of Destiny 1 exotic weapons in Destiny 2, and then let me know what you think about what weapons would come back and not come back, and if you agree with me or not on my selection and why I took so many of them out there. But yeah, that's it for now, guys. Like I said, a pretty weird video. I will follow this up some point next week with a video similar to this, but talking about armor and what I think would come back and why. But yeah, that's been the video for now, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, drop a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Plenty more Destiny 2 videos coming your way. But for now, Guardians, thank you very much for watching, and until the next one, I'll catch you all soon.